My beloved child, let your heart become still before you think about what you lack, before you look at tomorrow through anxious eyes, before you allow numbers, debts, needs, and quiet sighs to decide your faith. I want to speak to you about provision, but not with a hurried call that makes you panic, nor with promises that force you to be afraid if you do not respond in time. I am your Father, the one who knows what you need, the one who has seen the nights when you lay awake, the times when you quietly calculated and felt your heart sink, the moments when you wondered whether there was still an opening for your life. I have seen it all, and I want you to know that the lack you are facing does not have the authority to write your final chapter. Perhaps you have asked for a great shift, an unexpected door, a timely help that would make the burden on your shoulders lighter. I do not dismiss that prayer. I do not make light of the financial pressures that have tired your mind and made it hard for your heart to rest. But my child, true abundance is not only the moment when money is added into your hands. True abundance begins when fear no longer sits on the throne of your heart. I want to give you not only help, but also wisdom to recognize help, to steward what is entrusted, to release the habits that drain you, and to walk in peace even while you are still waiting for the harvest to appear. I do not place my blessing inside a countdown clock, nor do I turn my love into a hurried door that closes before you. What comes from me does not need to use fear to draw you near. What I have prepared for you will be received through faith, humility, and faithfulness, not through panic. But this does not mean you are allowed to live distracted. I still call you to be awake, because there are small opportunities you may overlook if your heart is too heavy. There are forms of help you may not recognize if you only look through old disappointment. There are doors I open very gently, but the weary often think they are only ordinary slivers of light. Remember Ruth, the woman who stepped into a season of loss, left her homeland, and followed her mother-in-law in circumstances where nothing was guaranteed. She did not immediately see a treasure opened before her. She only had a faithful heart, hands willing to work, and a decision to remain with what was right while the road ahead was still unclear. She gleaned in the fields, one stalk at a time, one day at a time, in humility. But I arranged for her steps to reach the right field, to meet the right person, in the right season. What began as simple survival became a path of redemption, restoration, and honor. Do you see? I can hide a great opening inside one small act of faithfulness. I can place the future inside an ordinary workday, inside a meeting that seems accidental, inside a quiet obedience no one applauds. In the same way, my child, do not despise small steps in a season when you are asking for something great. Do not think a miracle only comes when everything changes with a loud sound. Sometimes the miracle begins when you wake up and do not give up. Sometimes it begins with a clear idea that helps you start again. Sometimes it comes through a job you once considered small, a conversation you did not expect, discipline in spending, a debt being rearranged, someone opening an opportunity for you, or a new ability being awakened within you. I am the one who can do the unexpected, but I am also the one who loves enduring processes. Because what endures keeps you from pride and teaches you to value every blessing. You have been underestimated before. You have felt behind. You have quietly endured words that wounded your heart. I know there were times when you saw others being lifted up and wondered when it would be your turn. But my child, my lifting does not have to come in a form that shames others. I do not bless you so you can take revenge through comparison. I bless you so you can be healed from lack. Stand upright in dignity. Live more generously. And become a source of comfort for those who are also walking through their dry fields. When I restore you, I do not only want you to have more, I want you to become deeper, gentler, wiser, and more grateful. There are financial bondages that do not only exist in circumstances, but also in the way you have learned to view sufficiency. Perhaps you grew up with the fear of lack. So, even when you have a little, you still fear losing it. Perhaps you have been disappointed before, so you no longer dare to hope. Perhaps you have been taken advantage of, so you close your heart to real help. Perhaps you have made mistakes in stewardship, so you carry shame and think you are no longer worthy of a new beginning. I want to touch those places. I want to break not only the outward burden, but also the inward words that have made you believe you will remain stuck forever. You were not created to live in constant worry. You are invited to walk in wisdom, honest labor, moderation, trust, and peace. So when you ask me to open the treasure house, also ask me to open your eyes. Ask me to show you what needs to be corrected, what needs to be learned, what needs to be released, and what needs to begin. There are blessings I cannot place into a hand that is still clenched around haste. There are expansions that require a heart that has learned humility. There are opportunities that require you to prepare through quiet discipline. Do not only ask when the breakthrough will come. Ask whether today you can become someone who knows how to preserve that breakthrough. For if I give and you do not know how to steward it, what is given can pass through like water between your fingers. But if you allow me to teach you, the small can grow, the little can multiply, and the ordinary can become the foundation of a new season. I have not forgotten your prayers. I have not overlooked the years when you felt delayed. I have not made light of what you lost. But I also do not want you to worship the breakthrough more than me. Money can make your burden lighter, but only my presence can make you truly steady. Opportunity can open a path, but only my wisdom can help you walk rightly. Abundance can make life easier to breathe in, but only my love can keep you from emptiness. So let me be your source. Not only the one you come to when you need a miracle, but the Father you lean on in every ordinary day. Today, I invite you to open your heart to hope, but not to confusion. Believe that I can provide, but also do your part in faithfulness. Pray, but also act with wisdom. Expect what is good, but do not let greed cloud your discernment. Receive help when it comes, but test everything by peace and truth. Remember that what I give will not pull you away from purity, will not force you to trade away your dignity, will not make you live in fear. What I give will draw you closer to me, make you more grateful, and enlarge your heart so you know how to give at the right time. My beloved child, rise from the feeling of being forgotten. Shake the dust from the dreams that have long lain in a dark corner. Look at tomorrow not as a person in lack, begging for luck, but as a child being led step by their father. I can open a door you cannot open by yourself. I can send a person at the right time. I can place an idea within you and cause it to bear fruit. I can turn a difficult season into a school of maturity. And when the appointed time comes, you will recognize that I did not only give you what you needed, I renewed the way you believe, the way you live, the way you receive, and the way you become a blessing to others. Be at peace, for I am with you, and what I quietly prepare will not need noise to prove that it comes from love. My beloved child, I have seen every tear you shed in the hours when no one stood beside you. I was there when you bowed your head in prayer with a weary heart, when your words became broken, when you no longer knew what to ask for except a little strength to keep going. I saw you still choose to believe while your hands were empty. I saw you still sow what was good when you yourself needed to be lifted up. I saw you quietly sacrifice in seasons when others turned away, did not understand you, did not acknowledge you, and even doubted your sincerity. But my child, nothing you have done in faith has been lost from my sight. Not one tear has fallen without me preserving it. Not one prayer spoken in pain has been taken lightly by me. Not one sacrifice sown with a pure heart has become meaningless before me. I am the one who sees what is hidden. I am the one who remembers what people forget. And today, I say to you, the season of your reward is drawing nearer than you think. What I give you is not only material provision, though I know you need support in that area. What I am preparing is much deeper and wider. I am bringing you peace where there was once anxiety, restoration where there was loss, honor where there was humiliation, and joy where tears once covered everything. I do not only want to fill your hands, I want to fill your heart. I do not only want to change the outward circumstances, I want to heal the deep layers within you that were wounded by waiting too long. When people mocked your faith, I did not mock you. When they said you were hoping in vain, I saw a heart clinging to me in the darkness. When they said nothing would ever change, I had already begun arranging change in places they could not see. There are works of mine that happen so quietly you think everything is standing still. But in truth, heaven has already moved. There are doors being prepared behind the curtain. There are people I am stirring. There are opportunities being positioned to reach you at the right time. Now is the time for what was once invisible to begin stepping into the light. What I built in the hidden place will not remain buried forever. The blessing I have for you will not come to feed pride, but to testify that I am faithful. People will see the change in you and understand that it is not merely the result of luck or your own strength. They will recognize that my hand has lifted you, kept you, corrected you, and brought you out of the place where you once thought you could never rise again. I am moving you out of the land of lack and into wise stewardship. I do not only want you to receive, I want you to know how to preserve. I do not only want you to escape hardship, I want you to learn how to build what endures. I do not only want you to have enough for today, I want you to become a stream of blessing for those who come after you. What I am doing in your life does not stop at survival. I am laying a foundation for legacy. I am teaching you to walk no longer led by fear, but by faith, order, and wisdom. The traces of lack, fear, and shame will no longer be allowed to define the flow of your life. I will break within you the mindset that always thinks you only deserve small leftovers. I will heal the fear that whenever something good comes, it will quickly be taken away. I will teach you to receive without panic, steward without arrogance, and give without becoming depleted. For true blessing is not only what comes to you, true blessing is what transforms the way you live, the way you believe, the way you love, and the way you build. What I have prepared for you is calling your name. It will not wander into someone else's life. It will not be erased from your journey because you were once delayed, once cried, once grew weary, or once doubted in weakness. I know you. I know your name. I know your season. And what belongs to you in my will shall come according to the order I have appointed. This is not coincidence. This is my arrangement. I have touched the hearts that needed to be touched. I have moved the people who needed to be moved. I have opened paths you could not open by your own strength. Even the voices that once rose against you, I can use to bring you closer to what I desire. Judgments cannot cancel your calling. Curses cannot erase the blessing I have written. Delays cannot defeat my timing. When I choose to lift someone, no jealousy can keep that person on the ground forever. When I place my hand upon your life, no human rejection has the right to become the final word. You are chosen, not because you are perfect, but because I have placed my love and purpose upon you. You are seen. Even when you once felt invisible, you are loved. Even in seasons when you thought there was nothing lovable left in you, and you are being prepared to receive what I give. Not as one clinging to a miracle in desperation, but as a child who knows their father is faithful. So, open your heart in humility. Let your faith rise once more. Believe that the seasons of tears were not useless. Believe that your quiet faithfulness was seen by me. Believe that what I give will come with wisdom to steward it, with peace so you do not fear losing it, and with gratitude so you do not forget the one who brought you out of the narrow place. I am bringing you into a season of deep restoration. Not only finances being supported, but the heart being healed. Not only a door being opened, but honor being returned. Not only what you lost being restored, but the inner person within you being rebuilt stronger, softer, and brighter before me. Stand firm, my beloved child. Your reward has not been forgotten. Your sowing has not been buried in vain. Your prayers have not been ignored. I have seen, I have heard, I have remembered, and in my timing, what I have prepared will be revealed, so that you may know I never left you, never forgot you, and never stopped working for the good of your life. My child, this is the hour when you need to stand still in peace and see my hand opening the way before your eyes. Do not hurry, do not panic, and do not allow the noise around you to pull you away from the place where I have set you. There are battles that are not won by human strength, doors that are not opened by pressure, and streams of blessing that do not flow to you because you try to control every path. There are times when I tell you to move, times when I tell you to wait, and times when I tell you to stand still so you may recognize that the one acting is not you, but me. I am the God who opened a way where there seemed to be no way. I am the one who fed my people in the wilderness with provision beyond human understanding. I am the one who caused cool water to pour out from a dry place so that those who thought they were about to collapse could continue their journey. And today, I am still that same one. My power does not decrease with time. I am not limited by the fluctuations of the world. I do not need favorable conditions in order to bless you. When I have spoken a way open, even the place people call a dead end must become a road. My beloved child, do not let what your eyes see make your heart tremble. Numbers may rise and fall. Circumstances may change. And human words may be full of confusion. But my power is not controlled by those fragile measures. The economy does not sit upon my throne. Your current job is not the only vessel I can use to pour provision into your life. Your account balance is not the final prophecy over your future. What you lack does not confuse me. What you have not yet seen does not mean I have not prepared it. Before you asked, I knew what you needed. Before you felt the pressure, I had already counted every resource. Before you worried about tomorrow, I had gone before you and placed the pieces in the right positions. You thought everything was standing still, but behind the silent curtain, I am arranging meetings, ideas, opportunities, introductions, and turns you cannot yet name. When the time comes, you will understand that delay was not denial. It was my way of preparing something more complete than what you once prayed for. There are people who will step into your life in this season without even understanding why their hearts are drawn toward you. They will remember your name when they need to choose someone to support. They will open a door you could not open by yourself. They will give you an opportunity that does not come from flattery or manipulation, but from my arrangement. Do not be surprised when unexpected connections appear. Do not make light of conversations that seem ordinary. Do not despise a small invitation, a timely message, or an idea suddenly shining in your mind. For I often hide great beginnings in simple forms. I am placing favor upon your name in a pure and rightful way, not so that you may become proud, but so you may know that I never forgot the seeds you sowed in silence. I saw you in the days when you kept standing, even though no one remained to lift you up. I saw you continue to believe when others stepped back. I saw you choose what was right when your circumstances gave you reasons to become bitter. I saw your hand open for others while you yourself needed to be strengthened. I saw you give words of encouragement while within you were seeking a gentle voice. I saw the times when you smiled so someone else could gain courage. Even though you had just passed through a long night no one knew about. Not one tear has been forgotten. Not one act of kindness has fallen to the ground without being recognized by me. Not one pure sacrifice has vanished like smoke. What you sowed in lack, I can cause to blossom in abundance. What you sowed in tears, I can turn into a harvest of joy. What you sowed in perseverance, I can multiply beyond your calculations. So do not wonder whether your faith has been useless. Do not think that the years you held on to the promise were years forgotten. I do not only see the outcome, I see the process. I see how you resisted fear. I see how you rose again after every disappointment. I see how you tried to keep your heart tender, not letting hurt turn you into someone hardened. I see the short prayers you whispered in the kitchen, on the road, in the night, where no one heard except me. You said, "Lord, please make a way for me." You asked for a sign, a touch, a little light enough for you to know you were not alone. But my child, I am not the one who answers only with fragments. I am the one who gives abundant life. When I decide to open a new season, I do not merely patch the torn place. I sew for you a new garment. I do not merely place enough in your hands to survive. I teach you to enter a rhythm of life with order, peace, and the ability to give without being depleted. Yet, you must prepare your heart to receive blessing without losing humility. The abundance I give is not for you to boast, nor for you to retaliate against those who once looked down on you. True blessing does not make your heart heavy with pride. It makes you bow your head in deeper gratitude. When I lift you up, remember the days when you were kept in silence. When resources come, steward them with wisdom. When opportunity opens, enter it with a pure heart. When others ask how you overcame, let your life become the testimony that my faithfulness never runs dry. You do not need to make noise to prove I have blessed you. The peace upon you will speak. The steadiness of your steps will speak. The way you use what has been given to build, heal, and lift others will speak. Remember, I do not only want to place money or opportunity into your hands. I want to place order within you so you can keep what is given. If the inner vessel is still cracked by haste, fear, and lack of discipline, increase can overwhelm you. Therefore, while I open the source, I am also teaching you to expand your capacity. I teach you to say no to what drains you. I teach you to distinguish between an opportunity that comes from light and an attraction that comes from pressure. I teach you not to chase every shiny door, but to recognize which door carries the mark of my peace. You do not need to grasp everything to prove you are blessed. Sometimes the greatest wealth is having enough clarity to receive only what aligns with the purpose I have placed within you. Then you will see that the breakthrough does not only come as an added amount, but as a change of season. Things once delayed will begin to move. People who were silent will suddenly remember you. Ideas that once lay dormant will become clear. Doors that once closed will open in ways you do not need to force. You will no longer live with the feeling of merely trying to get through each day, but will begin to walk with the steadiness of one who knows they are being led. Prepare not only to receive, but to become a good steward of what I entrust to you. Prepare not only to rejoice, but to mature in blessing. Prepare not only to see my hand open the way, but for your heart to always remember the one who was with you in both the season of lack and the season of abundance. My beloved child, what I am doing bears my mark, not the mark of chance. It will not come through chaos, but through precision. It will not require you to lose dignity in order to obtain it, because what I give does not demand that you lower yourself. It will not draw you farther from me, but bring you closer in gratitude. Stand still, but do not stand still in fear. Stand still in trust. Wait, but do not wait like one abandoned. Wait like one who knows their Father has gone ahead. Open your hands, but also open your heart. I am causing a flow of blessing to come from a place you cannot see. And when it appears, you will understand that I quietly prepared everything long ago. What is impossible in human eyes is being turned by me into a road. What seemed dry is being made to overflow with new life. What you once prayed for in tears, I am answering with ordered abundance. So you may know that I am the one who never forgets you. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are not placed under the shadow of failure. And you are certainly not unlucky, as old voices once tried to make you believe. I want you to hear this with your whole heart. You are favored, sheltered, preserved, and placed in a sacred position according to my good purpose. What you are going through is not proof that I am absent, but a sign that I am arranging something greater behind what you do not yet understand. You do not stand in this moment by accident. You are here because I chose to keep you, lead you here, and place a reminder before you so that you will no longer bow your head before words that make you feel small. My beloved child, the setbacks you once cried over were not the end. Many of them were my way of setting you up for a steadier step forward. The delays that once wearied you are not always denials. Sometimes they are only the veil covering the quiet work I am doing. You asked why you had to wait so long, why the door had not opened, why the promise still seemed far away, why you had tried so hard and yet the result had not appeared as you hoped. But I want you to understand, I am not late. I am preparing the scale of this blessing. There are things too large to place in the hands of a heart that has not yet been steadied. There are doors too heavy with favor to open while you are still bound by old fear. So I trained you in silence, taught you discernment, and deepened the roots of peace within you before placing a season of increase upon you. Do not let the adversary make you think the past years were wasted. Not one tear has been forgotten before me. Not one moment of endurance has gone unseen by me. Not one moment when you stood firm in silence has gone unrecognized by me. What I am about to do in your life will silence the voices that once mocked, not because you take revenge, but because my faithfulness will speak for itself. I will lift you up in the very place where people once tried to bury your name. I will restore your dignity in the place where they once tried to shame you. I will cause your worth to be seen in the very place where someone once denied it. What others thought had closed will become the place where I open a new chapter. And I also speak over your home, where tension once touched. I will restore peace, where division once existed. I will sow tenderness, where there was lack. I will open a stream of provision, where there were heavy words. I will bring words of blessing, healing, and calm. I do not bless you only so you can step out alone. I want that light to spread to the place where you live, to those you love, and to the things you once asked me to protect. The blessing I give does not come to make you proud, but to make you steady. It does not come with anxiety. It does not carry sorrow with it, and it does not cause you to lose peace. It will come with stability, with pure joy, and with a deep sense that my hand is truly upon your life. You will no longer live in the rhythm of chasing provision like someone always afraid of lack. I am teaching you to enter the order of abundance with purpose. When my hand rests upon your work, what you touch will be given life. When I open the way, opportunities will arrive at the right time. When I place favor upon you, the resources you need will be arranged in ways you could not create by yourself. This does not mean you stop being wise. Stop stewarding, or stop sowing effort. It means you no longer do everything from fear. You will labor in peace, steward with clarity, receive with humility, and share with generosity. Therefore, my child, lift your head. Do not call yourself left behind when I am positioning you rightly. Do not call yourself a failure when I am preparing a lifting. Do not call yourself unlucky when my favor has already gone ahead of you. What once opposed you will not have the final word. I am the one who speaks the final word over your life. Stand firm in gratitude. Keep your heart pure, and walk as one who is covered. What I am doing will bear the mark of peace, and when it comes, you will understand that none of the waiting was meaningless.